Miracle! These 5 exercises are better than walking. Surgeon approved. Did you know that nearly 1 in 3 seniors over 65 who suffer a hip fracture never return to full independence? A simple misstep on a curb or a slippery bathroom floor can change life in just 1 second. For many older adults in the United States and India, this reality feels frighteningly close. Walking alone, while healthy and helpful for the heart, often leaves hidden gaps that can weaken balance and stability with age. Doctors and surgeons now emphasize something surprising. Walking is not enough on its own. In fact, relying only on long daily walks can give a false sense of security, while muscle strength continues to fade slowly each year. Studies from the National Institute on Aging show that older adults lose between 3 and 5% of muscle mass annually after 60. This condition is known as sarcopenia, and it is a leading reason for loss of independence later in life. The good news is that science has also revealed a solution. A handful of very simple exercises can protect balance, sharpen circulation, and even keep memory strong. These movements require no gym, no heavy equipment, and only a few minutes each day. They are surgeon-approved, safe, and surprisingly powerful. In the 4th minute, you will discover 5 gentle but highly effective exercises that go beyond walking. Each one is designed to close the gaps that walking alone leaves open. They build strength in the calves, thighs, hips, and core, while training the body to remain steady on every step. Together, these routines can help you stay strong, mobile, and independent for years to come. When we talk about healthy aging, most people imagine controlling blood pressure or protecting the heart. Yet one of the strongest predictors of long life is actually muscle strength. A major study from Harvard in 2019 followed more than 30,000 adults over the age of 60. Researchers found that those with greater muscle strength had a 32% lower risk of early death compared to those with weaker muscles. Another striking result comes from the University of Tokyo, where scientists measured biological age in seniors who performed regular strength training. They discovered that these individuals appeared 10 to 15 years younger at the cellular level. That means strong muscles do far more than help with movement. They protect the body from decline in nearly every system, including immunity, memory, and even blood sugar control. The World Health Organization warns that after 60 people lose 3 to 5% of muscle mass each year if they do not perform resistance exercise. This steady decline leads to sarcopenia, which is strongly linked to falls, fractures, and loss of independence. The message is clear: building and maintaining muscle is one of the most reliable ways to stay younger longer. With these numbers in mind, the question becomes clear. Which specific movements can slow or even reverse this decline? The answer begins with one of the simplest but most powerful exercises for seniors, the heel raise. Exercise 1. Heel raises. The first exercise on our list may look almost too simple, yet it carries remarkable power. Heel raises directly target the calf muscles, sometimes called the body's second heart. Each time these muscles contract, they push blood upward against gravity, sending fresh circulation to the brain and keeping swelling down in the ankles and feet. For older adults, that single benefit can mean lighter legs, sharper focus, and more energy throughout the day. Doctors explain that strong calves protect more than just the lower legs. They stabilize the entire body, improve posture, and reduce the risk of falls. A large study from the National Institute on Aging confirmed that calf strength is one of the best predictors of independence after the age of 65. In other words, the ability to perform controlled heel raises can say more about future mobility than hours of walking alone. Japanese researchers went even further. They found that seniors who could perform heel raises with balance and control showed biological age markers up to 15 years younger than their actual age. That is a powerful reminder that these movements influence not only muscles, but the entire aging process. So how do you perform them safely at home? Stand behind a sturdy chair with your fingertips resting lightly on the backrest. Keep your weight centered, press into the balls of your feet, and slowly lift your heels as high as possible. Hold the top position for 3 steady breaths before lowering down with control. That pause at the top is the secret. It forces the muscles to work harder and activates your balance system. For beginners, start with 10 repetitions. As strength improves, you can progress to single-leg heel raises. Balancing on one foot doubles the challenge and greatly improves ankle stability. Remember to keep movements slow and avoid bouncing, because speed trains momentum rather than muscle. Also resist leaning heavily into the chair, since that prevents your calves from activating fully. This exercise may appear small, but the impact builds quickly. Seniors who practice it daily often notice reduced swelling, steadier steps, and a new sense of confidence in just a few weeks. With strong calves as the foundation, the body feels prepared for every other movement. And that makes heel raises the perfect starting point before we move on to the next essential exercise. Exercise 2. Sit to stand. After strengthening the calves with heel raises, the next step is to build power in the thighs and hips. One of the simplest ways to do this is the sit-to-stand exercise. It mimics an everyday action, standing up from a chair. Yet when practiced deliberately, it becomes one of the most effective movements for older adults. The main benefit lies in strengthening the quadriceps, glutes, and core. These muscles are essential for climbing stairs, rising from bed, and keeping balance when the body shifts quickly. Many doctors point out that difficulty standing from a chair is one of the earliest warning signs of declining independence. Practicing this motion daily can reverse that trend. A landmark study from Oxford University highlighted a surprising link. Researchers found that the ability to rise from a seated position without using the hands strongly predicted overall longevity. Seniors who performed this task smoothly had a much lower risk of health complications and early death. This shows that the sit-to-stand is more than a simple test. It is a reflection of how well the body ages. Here is how to do it safely at home. Begin seated in a sturdy chair with your feet flat on the floor, hip-width apart. Cross your arms gently over your chest, or keep them extended forward for balance. Lean slightly forward from the hips, press firmly through your heels, and rise to a standing position without pushing off the armrests. Then slowly return to sitting with control. Start with 8 to 10 repetitions, resting as needed. Over time, increase the count to 15. For a greater challenge, try using a lower chair or holding light hand weights once you feel confident. Remember to move steadily and breathe naturally, avoiding any sudden jerks. What makes this exercise so powerful is its practicality. Every day involves rising and sitting dozens of times. By training the movement itself, you build strength directly where it matters most. Many seniors who add sit-to-stand exercises to their routine report easier stair climbing, less fatigue when moving around the house, and a stronger sense of stability. With calves and thighs engaged, the body already feels sturdier. But to protect against falls, there is one more area that demands attention, the hips. And that is where the next exercise, exercise 3, side leg raises. Strong hips are essential for steady walking and safe movement, yet they are often ignored in daily exercise. The side leg raise directly strengthens the muscles around the hip and outer thigh, which provides stability whenever you step sideways or recover from a stumble. For seniors, this means fewer falls and greater confidence in everyday life. Imagine walking on an uneven sidewalk or stepping off a bus. In these moments, your hip muscles act as shock absorbers and stabilizers. Without their support, even a small misstep can lead to a dangerous fall. Doctors emphasize that maintaining hip strength is as important as building calf or thigh muscles. Scientific research backs this up. A study published by the American Geriatric Society showed that seniors who practiced side leg raises 3 times a week improved hip stability by 43% within 12 weeks. That improvement translated into fewer balance problems and greater independence at home. Here is how to perform the movement correctly. Stand behind a sturdy chair for balance, feet hip-width apart. Slowly lift one leg out to the side about 8 to 12 inches, keeping the knee straight and toes pointing forward. Hold for 2 to 3 seconds. Then lower with control. Avoid leaning your torso or swinging the leg. The goal is slow and steady activation of the hip muscles. Start with 8 to 10 repetitions on each side. As you build strength, increase to 15 repetitions or add a light ankle weight for extra resistance. Always keep your breathing smooth and shoulders relaxed. What makes this exercise so valuable is its direct connection to real life. Seniors who include side leg raises in their routine often notice it becomes easier to get in and out of cars, climb stairs with stability, and recover quickly when balance feels shaky. For those who have experienced near falls, this exercise can restore a vital sense of security. When combined with heel raises and sit-to-stand practice, the side leg raise builds the third pillar of lower body strength. With the calves, thighs, and hips now engaged, the body develops a solid foundation for safe and active aging. The next step is to add power to the upper body. And one of the simplest ways to achieve that is with wall push-ups. Exercise 4. Wall push-ups. While strong legs keep you steady on the ground, the upper body also plays a major role in overall independence. Weak arms and shoulders make it harder to carry groceries, push open heavy doors, or rise from a low seat. The wall push-up is a gentle yet powerful way to strengthen the chest, shoulders, and triceps without the strain of floor push-ups. Doctors recommend this exercise because it trains multiple muscle groups at once while placing very little pressure on the joints. For seniors, this balance of strength and safety is critical. Research from the Mayo Clinic revealed that seniors with greater upper body strength had a 27% lower risk of serious falls compared to those with weaker arms and shoulders. The connection may seem surprising at first, but it makes sense. Strong arms help stabilize the body when catching yourself against a wall, railing, or chair. To perform wall push-ups, stand about 2 feet away from a sturdy wall. Place your hands flat at shoulder height, slightly wider than your shoulders. Keep your body straight from head to heels, then slowly bend your elbows and bring your chest toward the wall. Pause for 1 second, then press back to the starting position. Breathe in as you lower and exhale as you push away. Start with 10 repetitions, resting as needed. Gradually, increase to 15 or even 20 as you feel stronger. To make the exercise harder, step a little farther from the wall. For a lighter version, move closer to reduce resistance. The benefits of wall push-ups extend beyond muscle strength. They also improve bone density in the arms and shoulders, support better posture, and encourage healthy breathing patterns. Seniors who add this exercise to their daily routine often report greater ease in household tasks, stronger grip strength, and a more confident sense of control. By now, you have built strength in the calves, thighs, hips, and upper body. Yet one final element remains. Balance itself must be trained, because without it, even strong muscles cannot fully protect against falls. That is why the next exercise, the balance stance, is so essential. Exercise 5. Balance stance. Even with strong muscles in the calves, thighs, hips, and arms, balance must be trained on its own. Balance is like a reflex. If it is not practiced regularly, it becomes weaker with age. The balance stance is a simple yet powerful exercise that directly trains the body's ability to stay upright and recover quickly from small slips. Doctors stress the importance of balance because falls are one of the leading causes of injury after the age of 65. In fact, the Centers for Disease Control in the United States reports that 1 out of every 4 older adults experiences a fall each year. The consequences can be severe, including hip fractures and loss of independence. Recent research from Brazil in 2022 found something remarkable. Older adults who could stand on one leg for at least 10 seconds without support had a 30% lower risk of early death. That means practicing balance regularly does not just prevent falls. It also predicts longer and healthier lives. To perform the balance stance, stand tall behind a sturdy chair. Place your fingertips lightly on the backrest for safety. Lift 1 foot a few inches off the ground and hold the position for as long as you comfortably can. Start with 5 to 10 seconds, then switch to the other leg. As confidence grows, gradually extend the time to 30 seconds or even a full minute. For added challenge, try closing your eyes or turning your head slowly from side to side while maintaining balance. Just be sure to keep the chair within reach in case you need support. This exercise may look quiet and gentle, but its effects are powerful. Seniors who practice it daily often notice steadier steps on uneven ground, quicker recovery from small stumbles, and a stronger sense of control during daily activities. By combining heel raises, sit-to-stand movements, side leg raises, wall push-ups, and balance stance, you now have a complete set of 5 exercises that go beyond walking. Together, they form a foundation of strength, stability, and confidence that protects independence for years to come. At this point, you have learned 5 exercises that strengthen the body in ways walking alone cannot. The next step is to combine them into a simple daily plan. The good news is that you do not need hours of training or expensive equipment. Just 10 to 15 minutes each day is enough to protect your strength and balance. A basic routine might look like this. Begin with heel raises for 10 repetitions to wake up the calves and boost circulation. Move on to sit-to-stand for 8 to 12 repetitions, training the thighs and hips. Next, perform side leg raises on both sides to stabilize the hips, starting with 8 repetitions per leg. Continue with wall push-ups, aiming for 10 to 15 controlled repetitions. Finish with balance stance, holding each leg for 20 to 30 seconds. Altogether, this takes less than a quarter of an hour. For those who want a bit more variety, these 5 movements can be rotated. On some days, focus on the lower body with extra heel raises and side leg lifts. On other days, add more wall push-ups and balance practice. This small adjustment keeps the routine fresh and allows the muscles to recover while still building overall strength. Doctors often remind seniors that exercise is only one part of the equation. Pairing these movements with regular walks, light yoga, or stretching helps maintain flexibility and endurance. Nutrition is equally important. Meals that include protein, calcium, and vitamin D support muscle repair and bone health. When done consistently, This plan creates noticeable change in just a few weeks. Legs feel stronger, steps become lighter, and daily activities seem easier. Most importantly, the fear of falling begins to fade. With a structured routine in place, older adults in both the United States and India can enjoy more independence and confidence in their daily lives. And while the structure is powerful, nothing motivates better than real-life results. Stories bring numbers to life, and seniors often find more hope in lived experience than in research alone. One powerful example comes from a 72-year-old man in Texas. For years, he struggled with swollen ankles and felt unsteady when walking across his yard. After adding heel raises and sit-to-stand practice into his mornings, he noticed change within 3 months. The swelling reduced, his steps became lighter, and he proudly shared that he could carry groceries without needing to stop for rest. Across the ocean, in Mumbai, a 68-year-old grandmother faced her own challenge. She often avoided climbing stairs because her legs trembled halfway up. Her family worried about her safety, but she decided to try a short daily routine combining side leg raises, wall push-ups, and balance stance. After only 8 weeks, she could move up 2 flights of stairs without hesitation. Even more, she reported a renewed sense of freedom, saying she no longer relied on her daughter to accompany her everywhere. These stories highlight a truth that research alone cannot show. Small, consistent actions create meaningful change. Each exercise may take only seconds, yet together they rebuild the foundation of independence. For seniors in both America and India, these examples serve as proof that age does not mean weakness. With the right routine, strength and balance can return at any stage of life. And while real stories inspire, it is equally important to remember safety. In the next section, we will look at key warnings and precautions so every senior can exercise with confidence and peace of mind. Even though these 5 exercises are safe and simple, older adults must always approach new routines with caution. The human body changes with age, and what feels easy for one person may strain another. Understanding a few key warnings can make the difference between progress and unnecessary risk. First, certain medical conditions require extra care. People with severe heart disease, uncontrolled high blood pressure, or advanced osteoporosis should consult a physician before starting. The same is true for those recovering from surgery or dealing with recent fractures. A doctor or physical therapist can suggest modifications that reduce strain while still delivering benefits. Second, never ignore pain signals. Mild muscle fatigue is normal and even expected, but sharp pain in joints, chest discomfort, or sudden dizziness is a warning to stop immediately. Rest, reassess the movement, and if needed, seek professional advice. Third, focus on environment. Exercises should always be performed in a safe space, free from clutter or slippery rugs. Using a sturdy chair, countertop, or wall for support is wise, especially during balance practice. Wearing supportive shoes with non-slip soles adds another layer of protection. Doctors often remind seniors that consistency matters more than intensity. It is better to perform a smaller number of slow, controlled repetitions than to rush through with poor form. The goal is not to compete, but to build a foundation of strength over time. Hydration and nutrition also play a role in safety. Drinking water throughout the day prevents cramps, while meals rich in protein and minerals support recovery. Older adults who take medications such as blood thinners or diuretics should be mindful of how exercise interacts with these prescriptions. Finally, remember that progress is personal. Some may advance to single-leg heel raises within weeks, while others may take longer. Both paths are correct as long as movements are performed with control and patience. The key is steady improvement, not speed. By following these precautions, seniors can enjoy the powerful benefits of these 5 exercises without unnecessary risk. Now, I would love to hear from you. How many heel raises or sit-to-stands could you do in a row today? Did any of these 5 exercises feel easier or harder for you? Share your experience in the comments, because your story may inspire another senior watching from across the world. And if this video helped you, please like, subscribe, and share it with friends and family. Together, we can build a community of strength, health, and support for older adults in both the United States and India. We have now reached the end of this journey, and the message is clear. Walking is wonderful, but it is not enough on its own. By adding just 5 simple exercises to your daily life, you can protect your strength, sharpen your balance, and hold on to your independence for years to come. Heel raises build circulation. Sit to stand strengthens the thighs and hips. Side leg raises secure the hips. Wall push-ups fortify the upper body. And balance stance trains the reflexes that keep you safe. Together, they form a complete plan for healthy aging. Doctors and researchers across the world agree. Muscle strength is one of the strongest predictors of longevity and quality of life. Every repetition you complete is an investment in your future, one that helps you stay active for family, travel, and all the small joys of daily living. So here is my wish for you. May your legs stay strong, your balance steady, and your independence alive. Age can bring wisdom and experience, but it does not need to take away confidence and control. With just minutes a day, you can feel younger, lighter, and more capable.